Okay, it's your heaviest day, and it feels like you're wearing a pillow. Because you had to put on some thick maxi. Why? You and I know a maxi this thin would never work. Never say never.
Always Ultra Plus. Compared to regular maxis, Always Ultra Plus is better at holding wetness inside. With more liquid, we still stay cleaner and drier.
Could I ever wear a pillow under these pants?
Always Ultra Plus. Cleaner, drier, better.
Good evening, I'm Melina Cunningham. Coming up tonight at 11 from the News Center, where do Savannah's two mayoral candidates stand on the issues that affect you the most? We'll find out when the two debate tonight. And do you feel lucky? Well, so do thousands of others who hope to become multi-millionaires in Florida's lottery. And can the Atlanta Braves tie up the World Series tonight in Game 4? Jim Noble will have highlights. And Chief Meteorologist Brad Huffines will tell us what kind of weather we can expect tonight at 11.
The best tasting coffee breaks in Savannah begin weekdays at 9 on WSAV. That's when Phil Donahue, the king of daytime talk, is back with another season of provocative and interesting topics. Sally Jessy Raphael follows Phil at 10, back in her traditional time period with the zesty talk that makes her Savannah's favorite. Then at 11, stay for a new daytime star, Ginny Jones. Look for flavorful conversation sprinkled with Ginny's sparkling humor. WSAV, your daytime talk show place to be.
Why Coastal Transmission?
The people. They're friendly, knowledgeable. You know you can put your trust in their work. That's why I went to Coastal Transmission.
Why Coastal Transmission? I worked from my car. And when the transmission went, I needed it back. And I got it. Fast.
I'm Mike Janelle, manager of Coastal Transmission, 3237 West Bay. Come by and see us for quality work at a fair price.
Let Coastal Transmission help you get it in gear.
Join me, Chief Meteorologist Brad Huffines, weeknights at 11 for the WSAV News Center.
Recently, this couple walked out of Little Caesars with extra pepperoni and extra cheese without paying for it. It's Lotsa, 2 pizzas with extra pepperoni and extra cheese for $8.98. So why pay $8.99 for 1 pizza when you can get 2 for $8.98 at Little Caesars? It's like getting 1 pizza free.
Pizza.
Hey, guys, you want some advice on women? Take notes. Okay, now if you want to take a girl to a party, there's only one thing you have to do. Stay sober. Otherwise, we don't set 1 foot in your car. Not 1 ankle, not 1 knee, nothing. So the more you know about women, the more you know there's only one way you're going to get to go anywhere with us. Drive sober. And let us pick the radio stations.
When you're cooking your best, nothing tastes quite like butter. Nothing bastes quite like butter. Nothing bakes quite like butter.
Butter.
Butter!
When you're cooking your best, nothing tastes quite like butter.
Big towns, small towns, and everything in between. For over 100 years, Belk has been serving communities like yours. One of the reasons we've been so successful is that we offer a quality product at a reasonable price, like our exclusive Saddlebred label. Classic fashions now at 25% savings. Saddlebred. Clothes to fit your budget and lifestyle.
Good evening, I'm Melina Cunningham. Coming up next from the News Center at 11, the sparks began to fly as the 2 candidates for mayor in Savannah debate. We'll have the details. And why are 42 state workers in Georgia being paid not to work? Also, can the Atlanta Braves make it a tie in Game 4 of the World Series? Jim Noble will have the highlights, and Chief Meteorologist Brad Huffines will tell what kind of weather you'll wake up to in the News Center Extra tonight. Be sure to join us at 11.
Hello, Savannah. I'm Montel Williams, inviting you to join me for 1 hour of straight talk on top issues right here on WSAV at 5 weekdays after Oprah.
Here's what's next on the WSAV News Center. A mayoral forum as the election enters the final days.
Good and possibly more bad news for Savannah's Broughton Street.
And in our News Center Extra, the business and politics behind Braves mania, plus the skyrocketing Florida lottery.
And Jim Noble with the sports and Brad Huffines forecast straight ahead.
Someone you know or love could be crying for help.
They don't understand the way they're feeling. There's an overwhelming sadness they can't explain. Agonizing loneliness, absolute exhaustion, no energy, no hope, and no idea they're suffering from depression. Well, depression can be treated. Call Charter Hospital of Savannah today for help, for hope, a new direction for life. Charter Hospital of Savannah.
It's been a tough year. High prices, the Gulf War, a skyrocketing national debt. But life goes on. And all of a sudden, it's the holiday. But how can you afford it? At Welsh Pawn Shop, we have two suggestions. First, we have a wide variety of gift ideas, including diamond and gold jewelry at tremendous savings. Secondly, we make confidential cash loans on almost any item of value. At Welsh Pawn Shop, we say no to the recession and yes to you and the holiday spirit.
WSAV TV, Savannah. And now, Melina Cunningham and David Walker with news. Chief Meteorologist Brad Huffines with weather, and Jim Noble with sports. From the WSAV News Center.
Crime, it has been a key issue in the mayor's race in Savannah. Good evening.
But now the Savannah Police Department is reporting its own analysis is showing crime has dropped since its new precinct patrol plan went into effect just about a month ago. Officers are doing a lot more legwork these days, walking beats the old-fashioned way. The idea is to increase police presence on the streets and establish better contact with the people who live in the neighborhoods. Better communication helps fight crime.
And as of today, the 23rd, we've had a reduction in the overall crime in the city of Savannah, a 7% reduction.
New precinct stations will be open in 4 areas of the city. It was a big topic in the mayoral forum tonight. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. A new store on Broughton Street could bring new life to the once thriving retail area. Kidswear is scheduled to open next Friday downtown. It'll be located at this building at Bull and Broughton Street, the former location of McCrory's. Officials hope the new store will make other merchants realize the potential Broughton Street has to offer.
So, well, it's a very high-profile location. Everybody sees or goes by that location, and I think seeing somebody go in there, particularly if we do well, which I'm planning to do well, will encourage other people to invest, and will encourage other people to back the Terranomics project, which I think is very, very important and is to the benefit of the city.
Members of the Broughton Street Task Force have made recommendations to the City Council, hoping to keep old business and attract new ones. The City Council plans to respond to the proposal by December 1st.
42 state workers in Georgia are losing their jobs but gaining a lot of money. Today, Georgia Governor Zell Miller defended his decision to pay large pensions to the 42 workers who will be purged from the state payroll due to budget cuts. Miller says it's cheaper for the state to let them go and pay them their pensions, saying that the move will save taxpayers $22 million over time and more than $3 million the first year that the workers are laid off. The largest pension being paid, nearly $70,000 a year, will go to an Assistant Department of Human Resources Commissioner. The average annual payout is just over $40,000 a year. In other news, Governor Miller is asking for an immediate federal investigation into what radioactive contamination near the Savannah River site may be doing to the groundwater. Governor Miller has asked the U.S. Energy Department to conduct an $800,000 study into the problem. This after the State Environmental Protection Agency reported tritium at higher than normal levels at 4 monitoring wells in Belk County, Georgia. That's just across the South Carolina state line, across from the SRS plant.
Another form of contamination each year, more than 15,000 South Carolina women who abuse alcohol and drugs give birth, and some of their children are addicted. Others are born with birth defects. That's the news released today from a statewide study. Health officials collected urine samples from women giving birth in 24 South Carolina hospitals and tested for 11 different drugs.
This is the tip of the iceberg. It has to beg a question. Is it any wonder why America's health, welfare, and social service systems are in a crisis?
Extra medical costs for drug-affected babies can easily surpass $50,000 in the first year of life alone. High health insurance costs are a big concern everywhere, of course, and in South Carolina, the State Insurance Board is holding a series of public forums aimed at small businesses. They're looking for ways to keep the cost down so health insurance will not be out of reach for smaller employees. The forum will be held next November 4th.
Savannah native Clarence Thomas became the nation's 106th Supreme Court Justice today after taking a judicial oath to, quote, do equal right to the poor and the rich. A court spokeswoman said that Chief Justice William Rehnquist administered the oath in the Supreme Court conference room. The surprise swearing-in was held at the request of Justice Thomas, who wanted to be sworn in so his staff could be put on the Supreme Court payroll as of today. Justice Thomas is also scheduled to take his judicial oath again in a courtroom ceremony November the 1st.